This is a momentous occasion. In studio, we have the Amazon Kindle Paperwhite 5 Signature Editions product description page on our cell phone. But we are going to check it out together and show you guys exactly what is different between this one and the previous one. So we have a Kindle Paperwhite Signature Edition, 32 gigs. Now that 32 gigs is more important than you're gonna know. For example, you might opt to get the regular Kindle Paperwhite 5 8 gig, but when you actually crack that open and you look at the 8 gigs, you really only get 5.5, and that's with no content loaded on that. And as you know, this doesn't have any external memory, SD cards, or anything like that, so those set storage sizes are more important than you think. Now also, this is a 6.8 inch, and this is the first time they're going bigger than 6 inches with the original form factor. For example, they went bigger than 6 inches before with the Oasis, but it looked different. They went bigger before with the Kindle DX, but it looked different. This is the first time it actually looks like the traditional, sorry to say it, cookie cutter Amazon Kindle Paperwhite, but in this case it actually has a bigger screen, so that's really nice. Scrolling down the page, it looks like it says that, well, scrolling down the page in this case because we're on the mobile version, but it might look different from the text and image overlays with the regular web-based version. It says released October 27th. We ourselves at Goody Reader will be selling these to you guys outside of area, so again, don't get your underwear in a bunch. If you do live in an area you can buy these from on Amazon, do it. We recommend that. If you live in an area outside of that, like Cyprus, Greece, Pakistan, Indonesia, Thailand, and you can't order it, you can order it through us and we will ship it to you. We can help you facilitate warranties and all that kind of stuff. Our best Kindle Paperwhite yet, 32 gigabytes. Yes, that is very important. I actually haven't scrolled this far yet. Looks like they have some sort of charging dock, and because the Signature Edition does come with wireless charging, looks like it has some sort of charging station on there. So we're gonna have to look at that when we go down here. 10 weeks of battery life, and oh, there it is, sold separately, wireless charger. Now, depends on where the wireless Qi or Qi receptor is. If it is at the bottom of the Kindle, you are going to have to awkwardly, if you have one of those circle charging pads, you're going to have to kind of awkwardly set it there. Typically, the receptor for the wireless charging is pretty much center mass, so you should just be able to set it down on a wireless charging surface. But this one, if it fits in this proprietary dock, they might be forcing you to kind of buy something, you know, after the fact. You have Easy on the Eyes, Warm Amber Light. Yeah, that came about with the Oasis 3, which is actually one of the latest releases, which was 2019 at this point, so it has been some time. And the Oasis 3 was an upgrade of the Oasis 2, which was a year prior, and the differences were minuscule. So we have a 10% brighter max setting. Now, the Amazon line is already pretty bright as it is, so do you need that extra 10%? Not sure, but it is nice to have, I guess, if you need it. At one point, they did have a max button that went further than the original slider bar would go, so that's kind of nice. You have IPX8 setting, rating, for the waterproofing, so that's really cool. It can sit inside seawater for 3 minutes. I just want to tell you guys that you should not be putting your devices in fresh water at all, but especially seawater. Seawater has salt in it, which can be corrosive to the openings, and there is very clearly a USB port at the bottom that will not close with any sort of rubber seal, so just keep it away from that. Comes preloaded with the latest software, it says, and that's pretty much just the latest update that the other Kindles will get as well, with the little preview in the bottom and the toggle between home and library. We have another video on our YouTube channel with that. Massive selection, so yeah, you have all the typical stuff, Kindle Unlimited, audiobooks, etc. Looks like you got some cool cases, and the one right behind looks like it's a cork case. That's really cool. I like that. Better together, yeah, bundle it with that. Now, this is kind of nice. So it does say that you do have 60% post-consumer recycled plastics in device, 70% recycled magnesium in device. Those are really nice because you should be recycling things. 95% of the packaging is made out of wood fiber. Amazon always has been kind of really good at that. You can tell from the packaging of the Amazon Kindle Basic that the packaging is minuscule, and they actually started with the Kindle keyboard and all those kind of generations with just pure brown cardboard packaging. And if you want to reduce the cost of this new one, you can do their trade-in options, so you can potentially trade your stuff in and you're able to get this with kind of a discount. Does still have Bluetooth on there, again that 32 gigs, 300 ppi, so that's relatively unchanged. You get the wireless charging sold separately. Likely the wireless charging is, I mean, Pixel Qi, so you should be able to use it on basically any wireless charger. Again, it's just going to matter where that is situated. Lithium-ion battery on board, so yes, it is considered an enabled device. Unfortunately, for a lot of markets like South America and certain parts of Europe, it is considered a high taxable item. It is still made in China, and there is that chart that they got rid of on release day when we broke the story, and they've now brought it back. So that chart is relatively unchanged, with the same little check marks on exactly where they should be. Flush screen and bezel, waterproofing, warm lighting, ergonomic design, all that kind of stuff. And the specs down below right there for the signature. Now, there has never been a 6.8 from them with these dimensions, so they aren't bigger or smaller than anything else they've made before. It's just those are the dimensions. That is everything you need to know so far for the Kindle Paperwhite Signature Edition. And of course, the 5 is more of the economical version. If you guys want to grab one of these, again, if you're out of area, you can buy it from us. Otherwise, wait for them to open up in an Amazon location or Amazon website of your area, and that would be the best place to get this. Follow Goody Reader at goodyreader.com. Follow me, Peter, at Tollgate Trial. All the information's down below, and if you guys have any other questions, comments, or concerns, hit us up anytime. For goodyreader.com, this is Peter.